Right now on CBS 12 News this morning, Governor Ron DeSantis lashing out on Democrats who are now pushing for gun control proposals. Next, the looming deadline for Florida makers to potentially call a special session on gun reform.
Plus, the family of a Navy veteran who died in a fire at an assisted living facility files a lawsuit.
And to die like that, it's not right.
How the facility handled the incident and why the family says his death could have been prevented.
And skies are dry this morning again, but we will see storms moving back in. I'll time them out for you.
It's a new day. This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for starting your Thursday with us. I'm Terry Hornstein.
And I'm Sam Kerrigan. We've got a beautiful live look of downtown Delray Beach behind us this morning. We want to check in with Lauren, get a look at that forecast.
Hey, it's a nice one out there for us. A live look at radar this morning. Skies are dry, very humid though, to start our day. Hour by hour, this is 7:30 this morning. Dry skies out there. We're going to stay dry if pretty much for the AM part of the day, but after around 12:31, we'll start to see some of those little showers developing. Here's 3:30. The storms could become a little bit more numerous through the later afternoon. There's 5:15. Could get stormy at times for the drive home later today. Here's 7. Flooding is still our biggest threat. We had a few flood advisories get issued yesterday. We will probably see that again today. The ground is soaked from all of the rain we've been dealing with over the past week and a half or so at this point. So adding more rain on top of it is not helping the situation. So that's why flooding is our biggest concern out there. But a few strong storms are possible with some gusty winds. And then we've got the chance of rain back into the area again tomorrow. This is the hour by hour for Jupiter today. Near 84 by 11, about 86 by noon, 1 o'clock. And then our highs for everybody are in the upper 80s and low 90s. Nice and steamy out there for us later on. Sam, Terry.
Thank you, Lauren. Let's take a look at our roadways as we get this Thursday started. Take a look in the Vero Beach area. Traffic looking good on I-95 this morning. Also checking in with our traffic tracker, southbound I-95 in the West Palm Beach area. Look at that, a very smooth ride.
6:02 is the time now, and you are looking live as the sun rises at the U.S. Capitol. This morning, the House passed a sweeping gun reform package. And it includes raising the age to buy a semi-automatic rifle from 18 to 21 and banning high-capacity magazines, among other gun safety protections. The vote passed largely along party lines. It's almost certain to fail in the Senate, though, where their major focus is on background checks, red flag laws, mental health, and school safety. The goal is to have a finalized plan by the end of the week.
And this all comes after emotional testimony on Capitol Hill from survivors of the Texas elementary school and Buffalo grocery store mass shootings. Among them, 11-year-old Mia Cirillo, who played dead after the gunman shot her teacher in the head at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde. We do want to warn you, the testimonies may be difficult to listen to.
When I went to the barracks, he shot my friend that was next to me, and I thought he was going to come back to the room, so I grabbed the blood and put it all over me.
So tough to listen to. We also heard from the parents of 10-year-old Lexi Rubio, who said the last time they saw their daughter, they promised her ice cream after she won a Good Citizen Award at school.
Somewhere out there, there's a mom listening to our testimony, thinking, I can't even imagine their pain, not knowing that our reality will one day be hers.
That mom went on to say leaving her daughter at school that day is a decision that will haunt her for the rest of her life.
The recent mass shootings have Florida lawmakers taking matters into their own hands. Not too far from here, we also saw one of the deadliest mass shootings in the country when 17 people lost their lives in the Parkland school shooting in 2018. Right now, Democratic lawmakers are calling for a special session to address gun control. CBS 12's Kara Duffy is live from downtown West Palm Beach this morning. But Kara, the governor is not on board with this special session.
That's right, Sam. Governor Ron DeSantis made it clear during a stop actually here in West Palm Beach just yesterday that he is against calling a special session to tackle issues when it comes to gun control and reform, even though Democratic lawmakers here in Florida are pushing hard for it. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis said that the leftists are trying to come after Florida's Second Amendment rights. Florida Republican lawmakers also not on board with calling this special session. Here's more on what the governor had to say about it. Take a listen.
Let's just be honest. That's what they want to do. They don't want you. They view you as a law-abiding citizen as the target of what they're trying to do. How can they, on the one hand, say they're serious about this when they support these people who let all the criminals out of prison and they don't prosecute people?
Now, this special session on gun control would be focused on topics like regulating high-capacity rifle magazines, mandating universal background checks, and expanding red flag laws. In order for it to be called, it would need support from 60% of members of the House and Senate. Both, keep in mind, are dominated by Republicans. Now, lawmakers will have until 3 p.m. tomorrow to respond to a poll calling for this special session. And Terry, Sam, judging by the votes that have already come in, it looks like it will be unlikely for them to hold this special session. Back to you.
Kara, thank you. In just 2 days, people across the country will take to the streets to call for gun reform. March for Our Lives has hundreds of protests planned nationwide on June 11th. The organization was founded by students after the Parkland school shooting. The march closest to us will be at the Roosevelt Bridge in Stuart. There will also be others in Parkland, Weston, and Miami.
Next year, during the school year, students and teachers will be back on campus with new safety protocols. The governor signed a new school safety bill to keep children safe. 80% of employees will receive training in mental health awareness and assistance as well. School officers will need special mental health awareness and de-escalation training. The goal is to identify any potentially dangerous situations and then intervene. A teacher we spoke to tells us this is a reminder of just how important his job really is.
I hope this is not becoming the norm, but we all have to be aware of our surroundings and what's happening around us.
This new law is set to go into effect July 1st.
Time right now is 6:06. This morning, the family of a Navy veteran who died inside a West Palm Beach nursing home last month is filing a lawsuit. They claim the Colonial Assisted Living Facility sprinklers failed to put out the fire that killed him. An investigator says a box of matches were found on the floor of the bathroom next to his body, and that's likely what started the fire. Staff members told investigators they did everything they could to get him out, but 911 calls reveal they opened the door and didn't try to save him because of heavy smoke coming out of the room. His daughter says all of this could have been prevented.
Just to think that my dad died like that because the confusion with the dementia, he wouldn't have known what to do on his own, and he was there all by himself.
Just so hard to hear from her this morning. The owner of the facility would not comment on the incident, but according to the fire department's report, the owner did not know the water was shut off to the sprinklers and has hired a company to fix it.
That is just so awful. A man accused of stabbing someone outside of a Publix in Lantana this week is now facing charges. You see this man right here, his Jeff Deneau, charged with aggravated assault and battery. The man who was stabbed was taken to a hospital. We are working out this morning to find out his condition.
And this morning, the homeless drifter accused of killing a Palm Beach Gardens teen last year has been cleared to stand trial. A judge says Semi Williams is competent after an evaluation by 3 separate doctors. Prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty. He faces a first-degree murder charge.
Unseen material and revealing details could give us a better idea of what happened the day of the nation's biggest breach in the Capitol. Next, who will testify at primetime as the House committee investigates the January 6 riots.
And a close call with Mother Nature caught on camera. A man just steps away from a powerful lightning strike. What he was doing leading up to this terrifying moment.
That is so scary. And before we head to break, here is a live look in Fort Pierce this morning. It's looking pretty out there. Meteorologist Lorna Lesky has another look at your forecast when we come back.